right. Welcome again. This is the Industry Mindset Podcast. Now, this episode is gonna be special because this podcast we're trying to bring like the business side of things. So we're trying to do things different, and when we're doing things different, we're gonna be bringing people from the background or bringing them with some cool logos. So that's why this episode is gonna be special, because we're bringing someone that's in the background of a lot of things, just to talk about a little bit, just for you guys to know who this person is. He's a producer. I think he used to be a beat maker. He's a retired beat maker. Yeah. Right now he's in publishing. He's A&Ring, studio sessions. He's recording. Lovemore.
Yes, my God.
Thank you so much for coming on the podcast, bro.
It's my pleasure, man. It's my pleasure.
I appreciate it so much, bro. We're gonna be talking about a lot of stuff today.
Yeah, I'm ready for it, man. It's exciting.
Okay, so first of all, how do you feel?
I'm good, but you know, it's the start of the year, so it's kind of slow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In many aspects, but I'm guessing it's going to pick up. Mm-hmm. So a lot of work is going to be done as we go. But for now, it's slow, and I'm just chilled for now. But yeah.
Top of the year, so that's when get all these changes, fuel prices, Johnny.
On top of the year, man. Hey, crazy.
To me, I feel as if December, that's the time when you have to really make as many purchases as possible. Because once you start the next year,
it's like everybody's waiting
for next year.
It's crazy.
Facts.
But now coming off of the end of last year, we had the business summit.
Yeah, that was dope.
Right now, the music industry is in a good place. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it is, and I think it's because sometimes it feels like we are moving forward at the same time.
We're moving backward.
Yeah, at the same time. Like people are getting to understand maybe the business side and everything. But still more, I don't feel like my artists are willing to participate in getting the knowledge needed.
That's very true.
Yeah. So if business summit ona anthu amene anapitako santhu amene ungaganize kuti akakhala
participate.
Yeah. Anthu amene timaona like ambiri kunalibeko.
No, okay.
Of course, for the business summit, just also be devil's advocate, was good. It was within the week.
Oh yeah,
I think my commitment
that's true.
And a lot of these artists also, some of them, like the ones what you mean at they're under management. So it was management who attended the summit, perhaps. Resistance also my artist daily body in terms of the progression of the UJ.
Yeah.
One thing that I think is also helping my artist is the role that your team is playing currently. Just a shout out before we go into what a clip is. Just want to shout out New Wave guy. Because I feel as if the work you guys are doing on the music publishing end, it's helping my guy Saganizas, Gwambi, just they should be thinking that for them.
Shout out to the team, man. And I think it's the first publishing company
for music.
So shout out to the team. Everyone is doing amazing work, and we're just trying our best to, work with what we have and push the industry forward, if I may say.
Can you remember on the music publishing? Want to start on that one? That's trying to find out how difficult was it to register as a music publisher?
Okay, so I got into New Wave at Abanga. I registered, but then the stories. There was sort of even COSOMA, they didn't actually know the publishing,
it's like a new entity. How can we fit these guys in?
Yeah, for them it was a new thing also. So sana vuda when there was that
understanding.
What are you trying to do?
What are you trying to do? What is it that you're bringing?
Yeah.
But do you feel as if it's gonna, like, other people can also register for music publishing, or do you feel like this was like an exclusive deal?
No, other people can, and other people new wave ngamba kuziga kwambiri. I feel like a lot of people came good in now afuna azibanga publish ma artist yanchani, but then I think this is not a fact.
Okay. It's a thought.
Yeah, I feel like atakaona like the actual weekend how the money imaendela bila na kawezi bro, it's a lot of work and the money isn't really as people think it is. So it's a lot of work with. So yeah.
Okay, can you like let us in a little bit onto what the work is like for a music publisher, for those guys who probably want to be into music publishing?
Okay, so I'll start with music publishing. Deals with the composition of a song, and the writing, lyrics. So kama composers and my writers. My composers are the actual people who make, let's say, the instrumental of the song. Those are the composers. The writers now, I mean, my lyrics. Yeah. So, as a publisher, you have to register those works with the CMO, which is COSOMA. Kabena PRO. I think we're not doing the CMO. COSOMA.
It's playing the role.
Yeah. So.
Local.
Artist we make sure the metadata for the song is on point. When we are registering with COSOMA, aziga zori nyimbo hii analemba nduyu, anabanga compose nduyu, ma percentage amena nabasana wawa, so that when my royalties come in, everybody can get their due.
The division.
So it's basically that. Let's say wamenyala nyimbo 5 hizo sezi ndoro ni producer ndo wabuti lyrics analemba ndo wabuti, you credit
put it
them.
In this
So that's basically what we do.
So now how easy is it for the artist to follow what you're saying? Because it's easy for you as the management to say, well, guys, the funny guy easy with it, but are the artists actually giving you that? How much is the resistance like?
For the artists that we work with, I wouldn't say there's much resistance, because when we are signing them or whatever, they understand, and we also make sure they understand. This is what is happening.
How it works.
But still today, like some big producers, like that, they are not registered with COSOMA, they say. So if you for our artists, if you are not our client, work our artist, and if you are registering, we give you a certain percentage, but it happens so register. It means that money is just being kept by COSOMA.
It's
just being kept by COSOMA because we know register.
It's incomplete.
So I think one of the biggest tasks now in the Minnion, now we feel like we're losing money because credit, but then you're not registered. And
you guys knew you can't register me for COSOMA?
We can.
Would it be my guy because
it's so easy. That's how we group COSOMA. Yeah, they're like contacts. Madbinaja wangofusa makozori registering work sama bangandu akubasa number ga ufuna kankungu anga na uri mina wabanga gimeri ndama zingadi ga yanchana. They have my departments so COSOMA. So but it's easy. I wouldn't say within Zovuda like that.
You should get someone inside. Phone calls, my deal.
Yeah, it's straightforward.
No, so if you're an artist and you haven't registered yet, it's on you basically. Imagine it's on you. You're being lazy. But at the same time, you're actually hurting the whole industry, because however you can land a big deal or a big song, and all of a sudden now people are failing to get paid from it because you don't want it.
And it's a thing of it's, let's say nyimbo jai you worked and 4 and 5 and you are the main guy, the owner of the song, but you haven't registered it. and that will mean another register or something, you are doing a disservice to them by not registering because they put effort, intellectual property everybody, but many one day we suga register nyimbo ija. You know, of course in drama and so they kind of feel like why should I go through all this trouble registering works already after 6 months handles already 2,500
oh 2,500
bro you I'm not drama
that's crazy
yeah man.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. So basically that's that publishing sided because we also do distribution now.
I wanted to get into the distribution. I was, from what Tao was also saying on certain occasions, I was speaking on it. She was talking about how you guys are also dealing with Antama Burning Center.
Yeah.
Like you guys now have got the infrastructure down so well that you guys are even able to distribute within the bin.
Yeah, we have like a street thing. In the Mozi, I wouldn't say street team, right? Like that's the basic idea. We have a guy. Once our artists or their works for us to distribute, we make sure he goes and he moves and kills my guy Minajawa and make sure we know when they are they let us know your song is being distributed like that.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I think Antal again is a good job.
Creative, everybody nice. People are being creative. They're doing whatever they can. That's amazing.
So with New Wave, you guys will handle the publishing, you guys handle the distribution.
Yeah.
And the publishing is handled online and local.
Yeah. Online, I will feel it because everything is an agreement. So if you say that my music no digital distribution, we can do that.
If you want local,
everything, radio, TV, my branding center now, and everything, we can also handle that. Yeah.
So with Teddy, you guys are handling his distribution online. I mean, the publishing and the distribution online, or is it just locally? Is it just locally? Like?
Okay, so New Wave handles publishing. So our jurisdiction.
It's local. Okay,
yeah.
All right.
So now because we have my DSPs, internationally now you can distribute via those. Like our jurisdiction, Siringabange publishing nyimbo za muntu ku Zambia for now. You get it?
But are you working on it to go?
Yeah, if the chance is there and the business makes sense, definitely. The
business has to make sense again. Because even for someone to register here as a publisher, fee.
Yeah.
For you to get these packages as a fee, it's not as if you just eat off commission. You have to also give something.
Yeah.
The business really does have to make sense, because the reason why I was asking was because there was one of my artists who did work with Teddy, but then the handling of the business side of things, or how the percentages online were going to go down. I didn't speak to anyone from your camp, so that's why I was like, okay, what sort of agreement do these guys have in place? Because I was expecting one of you guys to pop up and be like, hey, we just see that you're distributing one of our guys' song. This is how it's going to go down.
Who is that guy?
Huh? The artist?
Oh, okay,
so there's that song that's moving right now.
Yeah.
So Teddy was heavily
on the part of the artist now. Can you guys handle the paperwork? Because for us, I think that song inangoruga udi tinango yuna sorea ruga.
Okay.
We didn't know
you didn't have an idea.
Yeah.
Even how to reach the other thing. I had no connection.
Yeah. Komano, like now that's a gap that is there. Kudi teams now need to you have to clear.
You have to clear it, exactly. So I was waiting for that clearance. Okay.
Yeah. So
it has been on you guys' radar. You guys notice what's going on here.
Okay. When the song came out, we just noticed it. Komano, there wasn't that
type of discussion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now that you've mentioned it.
Yo.
Yeah.
Hey, after this.
There's a whole story behind it.
I think maybe you have to really understand.
Yeah.
There's something you have to understand for sure. But I don't know. Spotty, I already said, I'm minding that.
Yeah, the fact that wabanga nyimbo, wandibanga feature, and it's more like Marianne. What do you call this? Jizungu saying the Jizungu neji nakafika bino. Because when I make a song and I want your verse, you can just easily give me a verse and not claim anything.
Okay.
Because I also did
trade-off kind of thing.
Yeah. So it just depends again. So it's always an agreement with titawanga banya say timbe nyimbo ikaranga neso ndikazafuna izakhala and
of course yabo makadi means I think kunoko Malawi I think that happens a lot.
Yeah kunoko ndendi kwambiri
a lot
kunoko ndendi kwambiri because if tidadire kale serious ndikubira mwina wosoma kuti tizona my big features are what did and my spirits another
is this guy again
so
but I think Kanija, the one that Kate Banton even spoke about, he doesn't receive from Moto.
Yeah.
Despite that verse with but Moto, he doesn't receive. That doesn't show up in the speech.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So I didn't put my car in Brazil and this because one question also that I also want to find out. I want to know if your maps get split COSOMA. I just want to know. I want to know if COSOMA pays your maps. Because
he's done a lot of songs.
So many songs, and I'm just like, you telling me what goes on there? I really
what happens behind the scenes?
Yeah. Okay, is he registered now?
Is he registered? No. But because I know when you get the sheet, they also accommodate international guys to register as well.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just curious to know. Really, okay, if they say he does, then it means that you also have to get a Zambian connect and make sure that whatever connections you're doing in Zambia, you also.
Yeah, I think so. Side. I don't know what the CMO wa Zambia mamudi yani. Komano like for South Africa, Samro, Kapaso, they have like an agreement with COSOMA. If you can register Uwogo,
you're similar.
And COSOMA will be able to collect on your behalf. Using Ojin.
That's amazing.
Komano, you just have to have the paperwork.
Why you do it? You're better off blowing up in South Africa than blowing up in Zambia because in South Africa at least you'll be able to collect.
Yeah. Komaso, they have their own issues now because I was watching this podcast. It's more like the same thing. There was a case who Kapaso. My employees Agabaso Muntu Yoga Banga register nyimbo. La Matari Banga register nyimbo jando kuziga. So when the road is coming,
he's getting a 1%.
And you wouldn't know.
This is one thing that I'm always telling Antoine B. Could you feel of course Tima Dandewa with COSOMA Bola and South Africa that organize, people in Nigeria that organize. When you actually log in fact Nigeria
and
Malawi. I know what better, bro. What better. I say Nigeria is just there. It's just that they are so recognized, their voice, their melodies, that they have got such a natural advantage than other Africans that you want to adopt what it is that they do, and they find, and also they're smart. Nigerians are so smart. They're so smart. So they know these tech things. They understand how they can monetize that thing to the most they can do. Wow, Kunogo mean I feel we're just lacking in the sense of that smartness to really figure out how technologically to monetize our thing. That side, our side, and they've spread across the world.
Okay, you are just one big advantage on the population.
Population one.
2, a flight from Lagos to
UK
2 hours. So that plays an important role, because if you check America and the UK is more welcoming to
Nigeria,
outside music. Unlike America, yoga kuruba nge penetrate to America. America and South Africa, amafanana zoyidiga. And how South Africa they are okay with just their music and their artists. Kuri mundu uyoge unongo ukachule umene kujago ndizovuda kwambiri. Ndizovuda. The same with America. Komano Nigeria is welcoming. Iwe utomenya magola bobo ndi mundu wa ku Nigeria, people will embrace.
And also there's Afrobeat also, but it's being embraced completely in Atlanta.
Where
it's big with the black and also African culture. Like many with its African culture. So when you think Africa, it's Nigeria. It's Ghana, it's South Africa. That's it.
So you see, those are the advantages. You feel and hamakonda kuseka kuti Malawi akapita ku America makangoimba muti malo rosasika popo, simply because
the population who's going to receive it,
because mundu sungangojoka kunoko ndikupita ku America ukapanga show, they don't know you that side, like literally you are not on radio there.
If even like recently we just saw Zeze go to China, in China he was welcomed by the Malawians that side. So if there's little people who are welcoming you, or little people who are waiting for you, you can't expect the show to be this packed venue.
Exactly.
They have to also touch other cultures or bring other people in to be like, oh, Kodi Malawi, okay, so this is, then that's when
just showing us the gap that is there that we have to work on.
It's a huge gap.
And in your Vuda,
but you see how Nigeria is so advantaged to have that type of thing whereby they can penetrate Atlanta. They can penetrate all these areas that even when you look at the Spotify royalties, there is money there. Even when you look at the people who are smart enough to make, like if there's a new wave Nigerian in Atlanta who's saying, you know what, I can actually make my people money, so he's setting up a machine or infrastructure to help people make money, not within the country, because right now if you do your research you'll see that Nigeria doesn't have a COSOMA. It doesn't have a COSOMA. In fact,
it does. But no, it's not effective.
It's in fact it's hated. It's big on the gospel side. Kumano, in terms of like these ones, these commercial things, no one wants to. Rema is not. Rema saganiza sauti. That's why I felt as if that's why Don Jazzy sold Mavin, because he knew that I can't monetize Nigeria, but if I give these guys percentage, they'll be able to monetize Nigeria. I'll be able to get more money.
Despite also wanga monetize Nigeria, the music industry as a whole, the entertainment industry, even the like my ceilings. There's only so much Mavin could do penetrate globally. Without the majors, Sony.
That's true.
So one many anasaina area star watching recognition management. It was strategic in that way. They are trying to go global. Because Tyler anasaina management yake is under
Epic.
So she's able to move, and hamona ngara star ablo more fast usana ndi Tyler, but then Tyler just came through globally. Because of that, they give access. It's sad.
That's very true. That's very true.
It's strategic. If we wanna go global, definitely we have to have a major backing it. So it can be maybe a distribution deal, a publishing deal, label services, whatever. Like the majors have a say
in how far you can go.
Even Spotify.
They have stake in Spotify.
So you ain't got a nyimbo yako it will blow up one bill, like you're an independent artist. Nyimbo yako will blow one bill. Singapore se munhori is signed to a major, because it's technology. They can stifle your growth.
They can stifle anyhow. Or even, but anyway, before we dive into Malawi again, but I just want to highlight that, but just to bring people to stop really this whole thing of saying really kunja everyone else is organizing what and everything else everything. We feel as a country we have the advantage because we're small.
Yeah.
If we can organize ourselves, I feel as if we can plan better to see really, okay, you know what, with the way we do things could not go. Actually, we can be a blueprint for and to people should be like, have you seen how Malawi is doing it?
Yeah.
Let's adopt that style. We have that advantage rather than all the time kunja pa makala majani. If majani, wait, guy.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's find out how we can do it.
How we can do it. Yeah.
Point I enrolled in music business of Africa.
Okay.
So anane naso zomwe zogudi most of the times timangorenga zimene kunja mabange. Kunja madere. But then if you as Africa, because our industry isn't that advanced, we have a chance to actually structure it the way if we
want to.
And
tailor-made.
Yeah, that's true. And we had an advantage because we can see my shortfalls are
so then
we can
because even Kunja gets information which is low.
Yeah.
To learn about the American industry, it's a good way. All the information is people you can even find him contracts so we know online. But here we don't really have so much information about certain things. So rumors. But you can't Google certain things.
Yeah,
it's very difficult to Google Malawi stuff.
Facts. And you can see Kunja when there's a deal, most of the times my numbers are involved. They can actually publicly say banana deal, my percentage, not my artist deal any like Zojidikam industry. Let's say a brand endorsing drama only a few people now know the figures. This deal is worth Magwood.
It's new, actually. I think the brand deal is also a new thing.
Yeah, it's a new thing.
It's still coming in. So as they remember my figure, so far we only have
we hope they do that.
Exactly. And are the numbers real?
No, but the thing also with that people should also know about the brand deals is when you sign a 6 million deal or if you sign a 36 million deal, it's not like 36 million cash. It's not cash. That 36 million can also be because of the benefits that you get.
Yeah.
So we can say that, okay, we're going to be giving you airtime. And that airtime, they're going to quantify that into money to say, we don't get negative because we're going to give you this airtime. That's $1 million of the deal. Now we're going to be giving you salary. That's $3 million of the deal. We'll be giving you fuel, $5 million. There'll be trips every month. 10 million. Those are the type of things that are going to be in the deal. So you
now that's the information that Zizibangidwa publish.
Yeah, I know that's too much.
Not necessarily good. 1 million
is worth this much.
It's worth this much because now how are we going to know
how
or in end Uvanga managerist how we are arrive at a certain number if I don't actually know
how the numbers come up.
Yeah. So zimoneka ngari kuti muyangana pocket watching it's more so for learning purposes. Now you can know hey okay how to brand do you mind that you're nanga unogo ukaziveza.
This is why you have to subscribe to the Industry Mindset Podcast. We're on Facebook, TikTok, we're not on Instagram. Kumano, these 2 places are you can find enough information. You're right. That's very true. Another issue that we wanted to touch on is because of your expertise, sir. Because you have expertise in this road management industry.
Exactly. That's what I was curious about. You gotta tell us. What does a road manage?
Because you see, right now, my guy already blower.
Yeah.
And I think there's a new guys who are coming in now. New generation, new blood is coming in now. So I think certain things already someone also now managing someone and they want to have a show in Susu, show in Doha, show in Chan. So I just want to tap into the road management. So what's road management like? I see, like just a brief one.
A road manager. You basically catering for your artist. Right? So let's say so as a road manager now you have to figure out transportation. You have to figure out kokala. Like you have to look at everything. Budget, you budget for everything. Venue, you have to go there before the show and just see what's here. We don't have my technical riders or like that because gonja munhamata kubanga request kudi ndukufuna mixer ndukufuna microphone
What?
Yeah. Ndikufuna mwina maujena jama in monitors aja zimata utega kunjago kumana kumala I don't think we are at that level yet. So yeah, even on a road manager you have to check all of that for my artist to give a dope performance afuniga.
So this road manager is now in contact with the promoter of the show.
Yeah. You're in contact with the promoter. Some command and manager so is a road manager. So
simply because,
simply because Makaudi manager, road manager.
Splitting the cake so much.
Yeah. The money wise, the business side
it doesn't make sense. So that's very true. I think because you employ more people, more cards.
Unless you bang and drama study.
And you're busy as well.
I've just seen a couple of shows in December. Ellen Yuji, Summer and the manager. Commando like previously you could see Prince was there. Stage managing the whole thing about stage by Jomori or Enju cloud manager stage. So kumana baba no nori
and I'm better winner. I think in my car because you want to maybe set the standard as a manager.
Yeah.
To make sure I want when we go the team also asadabu no when we come here we anyway the model.
Come so let's say the money is enough for you guys to have a road manager now.
I love how you always bring it back to say the business must make sense, Goma. You should just have the whole structure but it's really about the money. Your first step to someone who is maybe a road manager or someone is like you should be a road manager before what do you think is the first thing the road manager should do when you're working on the project? Okay, we just got this booking for Doha. First thing, what should I do?
Okay, the first thing they would do, one, we are planning on the promoter, good okay. Venue again, the Urigo. Okay, cool. Accommodation, Zain the band. You find the guys can offer accommodation, where you don't have to look for accommodation. There are times where they just give you the money. Hey guys, you're going to sort yourselves out. Just make sure you are here. So, they would do Mafusungara Mina venue again the bunch. You know what I'm going to expect Mina Hungary, they'll show up and stuff. Just so you know, stage lighting in the upper bow. Because Mundumata what boogie. I remember we went to like Zomba. So venue again at the bow. Tinabida masana naona china hiyo stage liboje wenda bo kandima gamba ubero no river stage baje bali lights. Yeah, so now my phone so guys, my lights we had to look for my lights. Could you get it? So
promoters so bad.
I'm typing na sama tongo life in Malora Ubasan.
What?
You get? Yeah. So we had to look for my stage lights like that. So then Zambiri Beuma put us on the job, to be honest. You can never say Woody Chidi so easy because Pamango Kala Tima technically destina Ruma Umana Naro Kumene.
Koma technically, I mean you put it on the promoter.
Yeah, you have
it's on the promoter.
Yeah, you have to.
Say you didn't provide lights. I went and found lights.
Yeah. You have to. You see? So Pame never carry that compromise will be I mean artist stronger Sangabange perform without my lights. Artist stronger Sangabange perform without Jagut. So you work it out. So basically we are trying to promote that.
They knew I've never performed in Doha before. And how can I find accommodation if they don't provide me accommodation? Kabena, that's me now training them. Good, as me I've never performed, they find me accommodation. But if I should be open to train that guy. Good, I don't want the money. Find me accommodation.
Yeah, you be honest. What I say, no more in a figure.
Also, the good Muslim Gulanti and Makina Kofi, or many which are
I remember Chinavira Gugaronga this other time. It was funny. And I was a Malo, we went there, man.
You're terrible.
You're like, we can sleep here.
I was like, aye. And number you get so my situations got I mean uma kumana now ndi tolo muntu atakuzaje takumezera ni wogona uzana
hey well munakuprove uri zakuza kabina atumiza so zituzi zakuza
not so zituzi you just trust people these guys will take care of us.
Yeah. Like, I think I don't get it.
We also promote a reputation. We are going to do Command they would ufunika zituzi rutsogolo
yeah. Depending on artist ways on the Roman Abbey how big you are is you can request
my services.
Yeah, we didn't my rooms already.
You feel like even if you're an average artist, because I think it's a win-win. They want you to perform.
What if you're demanding too much?
Now that's the thing. But in my room, let's say my room are 30, 100, 200.
Yes.
You get it. Ntazambira as an artist when you are going malonga ramene usubira weka. You're with
your team. Think 3 people.
3, 4 guys. Nodi winali seba no pamene bokundi twas. So to the promoter, it also has to make sense, business sense. Good okay. Ndiga abasa accommodation ndamulibira so no performance and whatnot. Will I make it back? So if you are a big artist, obviously there's a certain guarantee good people are gonna come like that. Kumangadi uli artist story see we blow ayoncho. Still you get.
I was gonna talk about that. Like, how do you what differentiate big artists with small artists? I think that's why I know it.
Basically, in the one thing I've also noticed that artists amatakala wankulu wambiri ba social media baja numbers poster show people if it bwera umeni you go there it's a whole different story.
Okay.
So kunogo we don't have the data with the disease with the mena abangira na station ba show age wa with you request like the city, let's say
okay, we want you to come over.
Yeah, so he knows okay
there's an audience there
at least yeah mozi ugamaiza ma distributor in a district
they show you the place
umata uonori nyimbo zanga amvira wambiri in the city yagudi so it would make sense kuri uzizwa kuri kulirongwe kuri audience yanga mbili kudoa kuri audience yanga mbili you get. So umaona no zinthu ngati zinezo to get the feel kuri ndari strong ndo ankulu yonjo. Yeah. I've also figured with him malambira amene amabangidwa neglected with him like uzone mashonga rimwe na kasungu balaga kasalima pano pabe anthu akumayendera komano malo amene anthu saganiza kupitako artist inanga kapitako
that's what I wanted to say when you were saying what you're saying. I was like, so what do you think inspired the Kwamba Wanted tour? Because I don't know, maybe it wasn't analytical, maybe it was just about it is about from the history where haven't we gone before? But I think are you ever preview to ticket sales? Like after a show, maybe you speak to the promoter again. How many tickets did you sell? You preview to that information.
Ntazambiri no imakano kuti it's tingalingana that information ima undobwera mukakodi inuyo komanso like you, let's say ufuna wanga show kulinde kuche iweyo osalilinde mupeza kandi maragi aja yani mulengerana then you balance it up
and
it's the other way around to do.
You just want to go there
perform and then you did. No, but I feel as if that's an advantage for people to also know. I think if you can check how many people bought tickets for your show, that can help you estimate to be like, okay, if I'm doing this. No, come on,
because now the two of us are shout out.
No, but I can't expect someone in
they can.
I don't know. Do you use Kwenda?
Kwenda uje ugulama.
No, as in like I'm talking about if I'm having a show, kosari kulinde kumamina ku.
Oh,
you get what I'm trying to say?
In penetration,
yeah. So I don't think they're going to be people who are going to go online and say, okay, I'm buying tickets.
It depends on the location.
Exactly. So the location was so I was saying, okay. Mina so in our saka so ndi matrigate. Mina mangori baba komo. Okay, 5 pin wristband.
And you actually I get it. So ungadziwiri the actual number. Chofanga rikunja because amagulisa bano amairozori bano ba mariketa kulidwa mwakuti.
Then you can talk with okay, I'm hot in Baraka, I'm hot. They would ncheu singalepe.
Yeah.
Like my guys. Music business.
Yeah. It's a lot. Komanongori antubedi timayona bengari zaji bwana sort of traveling is hectic. Zima ugamamba ujazi mapepa. It was so straight along. Do that 2-3 times, bro. You're like,
but there's a chance I'm a remote. I think right now there's only one promoter who I think is pushing a lot, and a lot of guys are actually using him. He's Slox. This is guy called Slox.
Never heard of him.
I just see him on my WhatsApp a lot, so I'm just thinking, okay. I think he was even he pushed the Abale to this one. At this one, the new one in Congo. There's a new, the Bunda one, Luana.
Oh yeah.
He pushed that one, and then he also almost did Ukali with Eugene. It's like Kanga, it was him. He was managing the whole thing. So shout out to him because I think he's really putting a lot of work. I saw him. He posted himself stamping the tickets. Next question I want to ask: have you guys ever made your own show? Have you?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah. The tour. It was us.
Matiketi kugulisa matiketi ndava kuti ufunika mastamp au COSOMA
right now
kuti mugulise matiketi imafunika kuti
that's news to me.
No, it's been happening. Even if you remember, if you buy a ticket for I think it was KOK's event, stamp in even COSOMA.
Why?
I think because copyright material is going to be played at this event.
I think that's on the venue. The venue has to pay many amakayanga the DJ wa illusions uje. I mean illusions they have to pay COSOMA. They're going to be playing. It's a blank ujeni it just covers this gabanga playing nyimbo za Malawi, so they just pay. Not necessarily illusions go jazz.
Maybe I was dreaming. I swear, I think I've seen this before. Anyhow, I'll do my research again. Kumano now when I really you have to get a pass from them.
From COSOMA?
Yeah, and then they
as a promoter.
No, yes, as a promoter, because when you sell the tickets,
what are they doing?
They would
Kunja Pro, performance rights organization. Now they're looking to that. Could venue? They just venue the minimally a fee.
Yes.
let's say olomene amapangira ukapita ukagetwemo ukachanjamesa muli mumava sound ya radio chancha magaya amene whoever handles that kanga God Mountain chancha media they have to just pay a fee osati kuti for minutes so for every song they just pay a blank fee kuti they're going to play Malawian music. The same with the venues, the same with my DJs, like DJs club DJs, they have to have a license to play the music. So
it's unnecessary for them to
COSOMA makangotenga imangorandera those fees osati kuti like on every ticket they have to get a card or something. No,
please I'll do my research again because
no,
but nagisi anthu banga ndrama kumini
komano iwo za sure sizikwakuza palibe yikwakuza except kuti
when I say cheat code, this is why people are getting 1 million and you can pay now you're getting 10,000 is because you guys you're doing all these performance venues and stuff like that, but masubu stamp it on my ticket. You can't verify the numbers. But no, I'll look into it. I might be wrong. I might be completely wrong. I don't know what he was stamping. One day
Komano, you feel like New Wave we have our own stamp.
Just
simply because we
verify ticket.
Mundu sasa kapange forge the ticket, so you need your own stamp. Those guys are okay. This is ours. Because you take a bit of show ticket when you understand. Because sometimes, let's say mubanga show unzuze, you have to send the tickets area. You find my guys out, my street guys, they sell the tickets. You go there. So if he was stamping, I believe with a mango banga stamp it didn't yao.
They would. I think so. It was really good. It was something okay. I think you're right. Nagasi also, how can he be stamping Kimchicha COSOMA in his room?
Say, COSOMA stamp.
Yeah. I'll look into it. Panova. Studio session in the 1 million. Studio session the 1 million.
1 million. Ena is justifiable. Ena is not.
It's not.
You get Komano. The idea and the it's producers are underpaid, ambili.
Okay.
Komano, it's an issue of the many zima karira in every industry, I can say. Let's say you're an accountant. Palima accountant ori it's the same thing with music. Or even my artist, but my artist ori they're really making money. The money industry will even drama. The guys are getting paid 10 million for a show. So you see, there you were the producer, artist, or the artist per show. I'm at how and you produce maybe half of the music. So there's that thing, somehow
do 1 plus 1, bro. Your value is equivalent to that. If you're the main producer for that guy, you should be able to adjust yourself.
Yeah. To be honest, an upcoming artist, Sungamuzuri, 1 meter. That's just killing the industry now.
So I just wanted also just to talk also about having a studio. For you to even have the ability to even charge $1 million, imafuni yaka discipline inani.
Yeah.
What
skills are you having as a producer to earn that $1 million? Because you also know you're earning as a better way.
So I just want just to like talk about like a discipline. I really, as of right now, they've got the studio set up in Air 49. Solid Water Creatives. And the studio, see studio ambas, studio there's a bed but it's a studio and the number of artists that maybe you can just share a couple of artists that you've recorded for who have come to the studio, recorded their verses or recorded their works with.
Odziga, I think Toast. We did record I think it's 5 tracks on Abamega.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. I recorded Lil Al.
Yeah. There was Henry Caesar, Chris.
Yeah, those guys. But the majority, studio work, I could tell you, most producers survive on upcoming artists than the big artists, and that's
fine.
I'm a producer. I'm a leader, but
That's facts.
And it makes sense.
That's facts. If even today Tricky Beats is working with upcoming artists, it's not as if he's only working with established guys. And that's the best producer in the country.
If let's say Marista will pajaga baja ungorusa nyimbo staru
exactly.
So you can say
you can't say that. I mean,
you'll be eating so but yeah. What I really think about that 1 million is it just depends
on who you're working with.
I'm engineering a session. I don't know how to play an instrument. Ndokufunika muntu keyboard, funika guitarist, kama bongos, my drums, let's say reggae. I don't know how to make a reggae song, as in produce it, but I can get people and be able to pay them off that 1 million. The Taugarenga guitarist in Dandani, put them together, and I just engineer the whole thing.
Produce
the whole thing, because now Pamaka beat maker and producer.
Yeah, so you're producing the whole thing.
There's that chat. You're just a beat maker and producer. So producer Ndoruma Kauri or Kauri where you don't do anything.
As long as
if your ideas you put them so
if you're doing that.
So basically 1 million in your guida.
Yeah.
Before you
you need to pay them.
And let's say and hama zona zintu zimosiyane komano let's say muntu hama nena ri man 1 million akancharge 1 million fa nyimbo rinda kangoimba 2 hours, because to them akangobwera kungoimba mucha amona ngati kuti nchiro athira bari, but then you have to sit and engineer the thing. That's more hours. Zimene anthu mwina sosarani sauganizirako in that sense. Amangoganiza kuti ndapitako ndakaimba 2 hours and then ndipase 1 million.
Kumangwa upcoming artists, so I don't know, alibe established work. Alibe that 1 million, and then they're looking at the output. What are they getting with the song? Then Yimbo so it's a blow. It is. That's frustrating, man.
It is, and to be honest, I believe that thing came about kudan pamango gambirana, and someone was just hyped and ango bit of a ChatGPT created the flyer and posted it online. It wasn't really good and hana kalavasi ndubanga strategize bino.
You'll be surprised, Lovemore. But I wanted the guys in the studio sessions, or the guys who run studios, to also understand that to get to that level, you get discipline.
Yeah.
So now, for instance,
and skill as well.
It takes the skill. So, for instance, you really have to now make sure that when an artist comes to your session, you have to be prepared to give him 2 hours of your time.
Yeah.
And there shouldn't be any point whereby the song has stopped being produced because you're like, let me just check, guy. Auto-tune makabwanj. Got to reach in speed. If there's a point of the studio session whereby you have stopped it because of your own inability, then you have to be disciplined enough to learn everything you need.
According to the person you're dealing with, consideration is considerations with the kind of artist that you're dealing with.
I refuse to believe that even if it's a small artist or whatever, I think you should be trained so well
1
that
million.
Also 1 million. I'm saying for someone who's running a studio to one day charge $1 million, they should make sure that they have these things.
Kubanga charge that much or whatever you are charging it also depends on zinto zingabo. It's not just the skill, of course. Skill is important.
It's important. Yes, one.
Komano, let's say location. Perfect. Location, the type of studio,
yes,
the menu you're operating in it, the equipment that you have. Kifugwa, it's panoba mundama tawanga a hit song. It's just a laptop and my headphones.
Yes.
They can actually do good work.
Yes.
Komano, if you are offering an artist an experience, would have been a minimum jamu like
that can up the price.
Yeah. So the most mozi a shopping more really where then they shopping more really 25. My prices or my shopper color ofananas in my sizes. I'm a kausiana. But gateway and the shopper so mutobeza zintu zimodzi ndikupeza mitengo siyana nivyo abagedwe modi nivyo ndi mmodzi komano you find different prices just because of the location and other factors. You get it? So
sometimes even on the same complex, one shop rents is 100, that one is 150 because we
yeah. So you get to answer you, I think andusaganiza umano, let's say muntu abwira utazajibira 1 million yo ku studio iweyo wabwide samina and 4 or you are working on a song and waja they're going to be using the toilet, they're going to be what
I want to now come into that. This even number 2 is a caraba. That's why being rigid on the price commercial to be able to now even understand those type of costings that's going, electricity, madzi,
iwe also like energy yabo nthawi yo skill yo. It's not just a skill, if anthu amangona skill komano uli nthawi and pala anthu ena amatha kuchaja ndalama mbiri simply because they can make more money somewhere else other than doing that. So atango kuzoroke, if you really want for my time ndibase ndalama iyi. Because
things artists should be looking, it should be considering.
Which although in this case, for this example, he carry with him to the full time producer.
Yeah, okay.
The full time producer. Location is very important.
They should be going
for
things that they can afford.
Commercial, they should also be in an environment that someone can, like what they said, experience. Could he in a gated community?
Yeah.
So I can hope also is in the middle of a market because now they am kind of inconvenienced. But I know so in this squad there's enough space for all of them to park. These are type of things.
It would be worth the 1 million.
And then just to come back, I just want to know if when you are coming up with your studio price, did you crunch down the numbers to say the electricity, the journey, how much food, the groceries, the water, those type of things? Did you crunch down the numbers when you're coming out to say, for now studio sessions are gonna be 100 or what? I don't know what you're doing.
Okay. I'm just learning the concept there. Not really having a red card for an hamida maguza a session damazingare and you just say magudi.
Okay.
So palandu matogwiza no say ndama magudi 2 hours. You get muntu jabula mene kujabu over 2 hours. Imafika pajawadi mwina so nyimbo ija iwe ngati producer wamba kumuthandiza ka kulemba nawo kutani kuli bwino zije zamafunika uzimufusa bwino rasi how skilled are you ka nyimbo kuzailembera komweko nyimbo nailemba ngale get it, then you come up with the price as opposed to rukungo munzori tengoti mwa yesu utongo kante ngoyambire kuti I don't go below this exactly. Kumandizi ndimambira baba for mauri. Mina ngono you can negotiate.
Awu mwambisa kana yabwino. I wanted to ask, kweli yobanga 2-hour session. Is it realistic Malawi kuno?
In my opinion,
as someone has recorded, it's not possible. You have to really charge for a whole day. Zanami.
Yeah.
Because someone is coming to the studio 2 hours, bro. Laced everything.
I'll give you an example. Sindi kubanga mabiri artist wabwira ndi producer awamba kubanga biri konkuja and you are just going to record and engineer nthawi na ubanga birija abezoli ndrama jisabu iwerengera ngati kuti they are spending your time and your space amangofunira ngokupasa ndrama ya so it could take you half a day abange biri depending how skilled the producer is. Mina tobanga 30 minutes ka 2 hours ubanga biri. You get it? Ndori 2 hours ya wewe ndo rungo digirira kuti makaya malize ngena komambe kubanga record. So komano kuvesesa
imavude komaso. I think a lot of artists also they're not coming prepared to like really lace the whole song. I feel as if the writers were a little bit the creativity is a little bit slow sometimes in studio sessions. I'm not really sure. There's some artists already they just freestyle, they just go at it quick. But
I think artists don't bang impression when being the toast.
He laced them quick.
Madriga gesambi so makao he's prepared like that. You find nyimbo 5 is, or if I'm not mistaken, tinabanga everybody from anachoka unchito like from Magandima 4-5. He came, Makisana Zima,
damn.
Tunanyamula staff, Navirawa Tsario, Tunakamariza. Omano, if it wasn't 2 days, it was one day. One day, we never got recording him mostly 4 and it was like
he's just going at it. No, and
it also goes with experience.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing it? How long are you?
Komaso, just how much you love and take your work seriously.
Studio sessions, running a studio.
Yeah.
Hey, it's so dynamic.
Very.
And Gunogo, that's why whenever I'm hearing people saying, could I charge 70,000 for an hour? I'll be like, come on.
Are you being realistic?
Because once the artist comes through, they sit down, you exchange pleasantries, you get the beat playing, you know what I mean?
As a muntu wagoli bila 70 bini anawa nyimbo sinatre ndo umuzora ase basi. It's either you are going to top up kabena gazifaya ndo ndiri session ina. I don't believe angasabuleso.
Kama yene okali with the way the economy is looking right now, it's looking like that otherwise muyene adi ulibia 1 million for a fee because you're going to be there the whole day.
And in fact, we nage kunindani anangonduza ko zibenzo zo urase sometimes when you're charging ungo charge only muntu akabwera khalako half a day kabena tsiulo.
That's it. That's the only way. You can't say
within 2 hours.
Because within the 12 than it is kubanga the whole day.
Honestly, 2 hours is impossible. If I'm being serious, I know if I need a proper studio session, then I'm hitting 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm doing a 3-hour session. Then I know in 3 hours, I'm sure everything else will be done. Especially if I've brought the beat. Or if I'm finding the beat, 3-hour session is what I'm gonna do. Or 2 or 1 day is not even possible. That one is not even in the debate, bro.
1 year ndo kaleudi, you are so skilled. Balimari stena nyimbo ijeti akamai agailemba amakora kuzira rudi abantu kaiga mapacking zawa abandi gawa nga stack ma harmonies aliku 100 kuma ndo chepa.
Omina so 1 hour session inde wudi I'm just coming to finish the song I already recorded the day before. Inde wudi nakubaya wudi okay, let me redo verse 2, let me do this and then I'm out. But 1 hour session. Artists amafika uchapa beat pleasantries kenako coming. Spark. Bro, it's never, you don't just dive into it. You can tie with you warm up, you hum, then you get in.
And on this topic, I just want to ask you guys what you think. There's a graphic designer who used to produce.
Okay.
They either put it on 1 million. He actually said, you know what? Graphic designers need to be paid more than the producer because branding strategy.
No. He didn't say that. What he said was, you can't put producers and graphic designers in the same book because graphic designers, what they're doing now is different from what producers are doing. Producers are just sticking to the basics of what it is. But graphic designers have changed the way they think to now matching what corporates are looking for and marketing outcomes. So the thinking of the way graphic designers are today is not the same as producers. Producers, we think it's just about the song we give you. But these guys are saying, we're giving you something that is going to generate this through, because we know you're looking for this and this and this. So their thinking is changing from just an output of here's a graphic.
Do you believe that though?
I agree so much with what he said. So much.
I feel like nyimbo chimene anthu ma producers ambiri kunongo satha kupanga zimene akufuna, it's because of the artist. Ase ndikufuna ndiveke ngati Davido, ndikufuna beat ngati ya Omale. Iwewe urakha kuti uli ndi skill ina kuti you can do something out of this world with the sonics utakupanga jani. You are usually limited to what the artist wants. Experimenting kunayo kuno ndiyocheba and ukazafasa ndima producer ina kuti they just making mina ma beats kanya nongoti ongo ayo basi, they don't have anyone in mind, koma they're just actually doing the production. You see what they do some amazing work. Koma no mari stambira makori ngara ubwera kwa iweyo ase ndungofuna ro imveke ndufuna mapiano amveke ngati. You get it? The same with ngati designer yo ngati munthu angopita mwe ujanga sendifuna artwork ngokhala chonchi designer angopanga mmene artist wamutani think mwa corporate mwakemo ndizomveke komano ndoti you are going now into consultation as well, because ndori munthu jakubwesera idea and you as a graphic designer now kumuunikira anokuti you know what, for this to look good kapena for your brand to chan we have to do ABCD. The same with nyimbo. You can start with consultation. Amweni ndi usoni maimba chamba iji chan koda baba ringabange bwanji, and you can actually sit down and create a sound, the artist, if you really wanted to. But then artist ntazambira mangobwera what's popping amapiano asenufuna amapiano beats zibikajonji. Do you get now?
I get what you're saying 100%, but and then I'm going to now come back to what he said as well, because what he said and what you just said right now is the same thing, and that's why you see producers like a Cuff B, when you go to the studio session, he will tell you that what you're doing, it's not going to work. Let's switch it. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Now that is now what makes you want to pay Cuff B more.
Exactly.
So a lot of producers don't want to break that barrier, or don't believe that there is need to break that barrier, because you're supposed to bring the vision of, just come hit your session and then leave. I'll put the necessary order to I'll remove the background noises, and here you go, here's your song. Go do whatever you want with it. So what Best was also trying to say on his post, he was saying that in as much as it's just about giving you the graphics, he also now he will change it to more of a campaign theme that is gonna link
than just a one time
thing. So Sean Morgan going to Cuff B and saying, yo, I want to do this song, and then them tampering and saying, goody nyimbo equals so much a brand okay, listen to this beat is gonna work. When Cuff B is saying, for me, I don't want to work with any mediocre guy. When you come here, I want to guarantee you're leaving here with a hit. And now when it says you 400,000, do you trip? No, because he's linking you to. So what you're saying, if a producer is not going to be able to break that limitation, they deserve to get paid whatever they're being paid.
Ndinango tuta in that angle, because he just branded Ngari with him a producer Samango.
Oh, okay, I get it.
So it was like so bali wandu ma producer aina tete funikavura akabweza rantu studio.
Oh, is that so?
You are waka si sifa drama gun.
Ina namba muri amalandi na drama kuma sai katagi.
Oh.
For them to pretend devils, man, I feel like nah.
So ima kaudi, the artist is open.
How flexible is the artist?
How flexible is the artist too?
Nobody goes down to that. Because this won't be a hit, but if the person goes like, nah, I want it to be this way, but if you don't want to
you get all you will in my ideas, and I go you just think, I say, when me no mind be away, why don't we try this? Nyimbo zizi winali say industry standard akupanga mix nyimbo yonchi kumaeneo ma vocals awo ndofuna ndo ayese kwapanga mix in this way. Let's say wakunja you this guy wanachuka kwambiri badikto, the vocals are not really many industry mabangira ujini what did man dami kwa nja namiwa you don't even know it.
Too, but then
I know the song. The song is my head.
Mix the vocals the Mosiana, and like that's his sound.
There's a producer here in Malawi who has a different sound. The one who does 60s music. Have you heard 60s songs? 60s songs also have like some effect on them.
It's a big jump.
I'm like, it's not. Who does? It's not nothing on the board. I don't know. I think, but whoever does it, if you listen to 60s music, it's not mixed the way other guys mix. Someone can even say it's poorly mixed. His sound, it fits his sound.
But then it's a matter of taste. And music is subjective. Many women tell you na your work. We know work.
That's the thing. Especially look at Playboy Cardi's music. It's absolutely terrible. Because my people love it. He's got a whole community, but no one's about to hear the rage music. Okay, people love rage music. I'm sorry, Kuma. For me, it's not my taste, but I understand there's money there.
Nikana Zuji interview na again. Anane na uri still Magolide wa South Africa. Anava studio and Zuji. I'm a mix, I'm a vocals clean.
Eish.
Like the mixes are
If we're
clean.
talking about Zuji, yes.
So anabanga mix nyimbo matana muzoti this is too clean.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, we've all heard of these artists.
Yeah, see, it's a test thing.
It's a tasting
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Kwa winaga ataujiona ngati yola kwika. Koma kwa wina uje ama tau clip ama vocals Travis Scott intentionally to give them that thing. Koma kuti winaga wa clip ama vocals muzara asata mix ado.
I get you.
I don't know. Ama ngukhala detest ama ziwa kuti. Yeah. So zosezo nobody it also lies on the producer ngati mwina artist yo sa kupanga understand you have to educate them if they are open to it
it's cool.
Yeah.
If they are not I say easy guy naumva kumano ndifuna I want 8 echoes because you meet some crazy artists as well that even you might be like I've never thought of doing that and it sounds amazing. Yeah. So I guess it just depends on the timing, the kind of song, and the relationship you have.
I was going to talk about that producer-artist relationship is very important. Because the way you understand each other. Yeah.
You understand where he's going.
Wants the best for me, and not really just because Monhori is producing. He's not used to producing my songs. I won't come against that. But they're trying to improve me in some way.
Exactly. I think that's when you really want to hear what someone else wants to say. Because majority you've just met them today. I was I gotta be say sound jalo mukaza wero
matara ndufuna ziveka jonchi.
Yeah. So it's important to stick with one producer as you build that relationship.
In fact, my upcoming artist and Billy. That's the upcoming artist and the upcoming producer. That's one of the best working relationships. So you build each other.
I feel the best dynamic. Proper producer, upcoming artist. That for me, that's the best dynamic.
Okay. One my producer already, Madis Tambid already, the upcoming artist and producer and one cool guy. Most of the times I'm at all sina studio mano sina feel just simply because wakawudi artists just so they feel like they just want the money. For some and not everybody. Don't come for me. For some that is. So Komano mukakawudi no say you are trying to push each other. Makano you know what? I got bro in on the bro.
Yeah.
I say people have equipment and they have nice studio spaces. Komambiri, they are not producing my artist story simply because mwina ufuna sana bezi artist story wa blow. You find this blower and hama mfuso mabanga rewarded. That's when the studio most of the times or even I'll give you an example Landy. Ayo Landy. Menama I'll blow us in a crispy and the whole Abare thing. Yes, so
that's when he really came on.
So good sama banga mabanga. Yeah.
Okay, I'll agree your point. Kuma say Landy works hard.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah. And this dope really.
Yeah, almost every song. Dude, Landy is working so hard, bro. And he's pushing his own music. He's showing up at interviews. Yeah. And he was trying to do this campus. He was trying to do this campus recording sessions where he comes. That guy is working too hard, bro.
Facts.
So, Come on, okay, I get your point.
So it's usually just a matter of time. You've created nyimbo inayochuga. Iwe so as a producer, usually you get carried.
Well, there must have a combination, man. This thing. You have to get the right partner, right striker, right midfielder combinations and stuff like that.
Also, like a producer working with an experienced artist, there's a boy for the Punzira. But the artist amatara compressor you are used to.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I think the best dynamic is either established artist, upcoming producer, or upcoming producer. I think it just needs to be an X. Because they can be an established artist, so if we have now known this guy's sound. The moment he meets, for instance, I can say that an artist, even though those guys came up together, but okay, if Achina Gata now started to get beats from Timothy Gatafa, It's like someone would be like, okay, you know, gotta have, okay, no, maybe not. Give me a hip hop artist or the Banova and we have heard so much of it. Malinga already Banova, someone's gonna be like, okay, fine, however he's bringing out the same songs or whatever, and he works with an upcoming producer. You might see a whole shift in what Malinga is trying to do. Yeah. Just because the beats is getting from this one or the way this guy is picking up certain things, it'll be like, it's complete shift.
Yes.
And that can help his brand because we're gonna be like, I did not expect that.
Yes. Like something new.
Yeah, thanks.
It says he has been in the game for how long? For a long time. Before blowing up, he was there for a long time. He made Lomas. Shift brand completely. Bang.
Yeah.
I think it needs that X. An X.
Yeah, I think
rather
there's no certain goodie.
Okay.
Just like by the end of the day.
You did what you're saying makes sense.
But that also makes sense because like you're looking at something different.
Yeah. People are gifted.
People are gifted. And you never know who's gonna get the next Holy Spirit, boy. Just hear what he said what Machida would do Tzadala. Just get shocked, bro. Where did this guy come from?
Yeah.
You know, but then you see tricky beats on it and you're like, oh, okay, never mind. That's another story.
I think the vocals are Navangandani. Big Trump.
Who's Big Trump? That's the second time.
Yeah.
How have I missed this guy?
Big Trump,
Blanta based?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't follow him like that. It's dope. So I feel like proximity I'm artisted or they are pushing at that level also helps with like as a producer, as a studio, if I because Dali Beats, eh? I am from Malawi.
Okay.
Dali Beats. Pagadibu anarizi. But then now he's coming back. Upanga wari gwambili ndi Hazing Gola.
Okay.
Hazing Gola. Ababa nduma mona gwambili ndi Timmy with the producer hapo gwambili kale. Kumano like he's so low key, eh? So zimatengira so uweka ni mari study
you should go. But I think that's another thing because artists are killing a lot of musicians, bro. I think even like just like how they like even managers, to be honest, are good managers who decided I'm never managing an artist just because of how an artist acted. Like I literally I would never ever manage an artist again just because of how.
But it's
just that the focal point, they're the link, they're the middleman between music and the consumers.
Yeah.
So it's just a shame that how they act can kill a whole industry literally. So
facts.
Hey,
like they have so much influence.
And that's so important.
And we are the Madziwa with the.
I have the influence now, man.
They know, and they leverage it in every scenario they're in. If I'm not gonna sing it, they won't go far. So design, but no, that's really how the thing is really structured for real. Ash, Anna, I think that's it. I don't know if there's any other thing that we haven't touched on. If you're good on your end.
We basically touched everything.
Right.
That was great. You just like explain something before you even ask the question. I'm like, I
would have gone on because honestly, I was just talking about the artist thing. Taking out a winner. I think I wouldn't be able to win. I would yeah, for sure. I think Muzabu for sure. But Lovemore, thank you so much for coming through.
Shout out.
I hope anyone who's watching this has picked up on all the gems that I've discussed here as well. If anything else, Studios in 49. Sorry, what a creatives. You can find this guy on all social medias. That's Lovemore Chanza. I think that's everywhere.
For, like my personal Facebook, Komano Bina on the Lovemore I Am.
Lovemore I Am. Okay.
Yeah, without any space, I'm going to Lovemore I Am.
Link out 49 studio sessions, beats. Because I think next time we're gonna have John Study for sure. We're gonna have to do John Study. But
hey, I mean that's up for artist producer relationship.
Hey, I'm that guy. I know what I'm doing. Yeah. My name is Yamzy Tetrum.
Minnion Rabbie.
And this was the Industry Mindset Podcast. Thank you so much.